Hello, beautiful mamas, and welcome. We invite you to have a bolster, block, or rolled up blanket handy if needed. Today we'll be guiding you through a yoga class designed for the third trimester. During this time, you may be starting to slow down physically and be starting to nest and experiencing excitement, maybe some fear and nervousness as your birth approaches. We hope this journey on your mat today helps to support some of these feelings. Let's start by coming into a tall and comfortable seat on your mat. With your eyes closed, bring your awareness inward. Soften into your physical body and notice how it supports you. Feel that connection with the earth. As you tune into your breath, allow it to slow down, finding long, calm, even cycles. Begin to open your eyes slowly and adjust to the light. Bend your right knee, bringing the sole of your foot to the inside of your left thigh. Root your right palm behind you on the earth. And as you inhale, lift your left arm and gently reach up and back. Keep your hips on the earth or begin to lift your bum up as you continue reaching your arm behind. As you exhale, slowly release back down. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, settle back down. Now we'll switch sides. Bend your left knee, root your left palm behind you on the earth. As you inhale, lift your right arm. Keep your hips on the earth or begin to lift your bum up as you continue reaching your arm behind. As you exhale, slowly release back down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, settle back down. Bring both legs wide. Root your thigh bones into the earth and draw your toes back. Working into our hips now. Inhale to draw your heart forward and around to the right side, making wide circles with your torso. Finish this circle and then begin to move in the opposite direction. These Sufi grinds can be a great way to relieve any discomfort in the hip joints during pregnancy. Finish your last cycle around and we'll meet in the center in your tall seat. Bring the soles of your feet together to touch. Inhale, reach both arms overhead, palms together to touch. Exhale, gently twist towards the right and release the hands down to touch the earth. Continue flowing here as you use your inhale to lift and lengthen and your exhale to find a gentle twist. Always listen to the body, coming as deep as it feels good for you today. On your next exhale, come back to center, guiding your hands down into prayer. Bring your hands to your belly and close your eyes. Take a moment to pause and connect with baby. Did baby just like that flow? Is baby sleeping? Sucking thumbs or toes? Take one more full breath cycle. And then slowly blink your eyes open. Find your way onto all fours. Gently sweep your right foot up to the outside of your right hand, placing your foot on the outside of your mat. Use the opposite hand to help your foot up if needed. Root both hands into the ground and ensure your hips are square to the front of your mat. Begin to rock forward and back, working into the hips. Maybe it feels comfortable to circle your hips. Move intuitively, allowing yourself to move in a way that feels beautiful for your body. This sort of intuitive movement helps release oxytocin, also called the love hormone. This hormone is incredibly important for birth, as it helps to contract the uterus, which brings baby into this world. We need oxytocin for birth, so keep moving. Slowly make your way back to stillness. Guide your right knee back under your hip. And we'll move into the opposite side now. Gently sweep your left foot to the outside of your left hand, giving lots of room for baby. Begin to rock forward and back, working into the hips. Is it comfortable to circle your hips here? Find that intuitive movement that we talked about on the opposite side. Move so it feels good. Close your eyes if this helps. Imagine you're in a place of complete comfort and support. Imagine the oxytocin flowing down to your uterus, feeding your muscles, allowing baby to descend further. Slowly make your way back to stillness and guide your left knee back under your hip. From tabletop, start to walk your hands forward to puppy pose. Keep your hips stacked over your knees as you release your forehead onto the earth, block, or blanket. If this position feels too deep for you, stack your fists on top of each other to rest your forehead on. Find comfort here. This is a great position for birthing. It works with gravity to create lots of space in the pelvis for baby to descend. Slowly start to find your way back onto all fours. Extend your right leg back behind you, planting your toes on the earth. Press into your heel and find a long stretch up the back of the leg. This one might feel really nice if you're getting leg cramps. Release your knee back to the earth. Extend your left leg back behind you, planting your toes. Press into your heel and find that long, beautiful stretch. And slowly release your knee back down and slowly swing your legs around, coming onto your seat into bound angle with the soles of your feet together to touch. Slowly guide your right foot behind you, making 90-degree angles at your ankle and at your knee. Then shift your left leg into 90-degree angles at each joint. Ensure your right thigh and left calf are parallel. Your right sit bone may not touch the ground here, but that's okay. Place your hands on your hips and slowly rock back and forth, settling your right sit bone down as much as feels comfortable for you. And let's switch sides by slowly guiding your left foot behind you, making 90-degree angles at each joint, and swinging the right foot forward so the calf is parallel to the left thigh. Place your hands on your hips and slowly rock back and forth here. And guide your left foot back around to the front, to find bound angle. Extend your right leg out to the side at about 45 degrees. Bring the sole of your left foot towards your right thigh and place your right hand on your left knee. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, find your gentle twist towards the left. Settle your shoulder blades down your back. Feel the gentle stretch in your side body and opening in the rib cage. Take one more full breath cycle. And slowly find your way back to center. Extend your left leg now out to the side at about 45 degrees. Bring the sole of your right foot in towards your left thigh. Place your left hand on your right knee. Inhale to lengthen your spine. And exhale, find that gentle twist towards the right. Settle your shoulder blades down your back. And one more breath. And slowly come back to center. Extend your legs out in front of you and give them a little shake and release. And when you're ready, come into a comfortable seated position. If you have a bolster or pillow, you may want to straddle it for our next breath exercise. Practicing what we call birthing breath will hopefully become one of your most powerful tools for birth. This breath connects to our pelvic floor muscles, helping them to open and soften during the birth process. During labor, we want to focus on only opening the pelvic floor muscles, and those are the ones that stop the flow of urination and passing gas. So with this birthing breath, we practice opening and letting go on both the in and the out breath. By allowing the pelvic floor to release and open fully, we allow an easier passage for baby into this world. We will practice 3 out breaths, changing the exhale each time. The first out breath will be horse lips, and then we'll make the ch sound. And lastly, a deep, chesty moan. These sounds keep our lips soft and our jaw relaxed. When these muscles are relaxed, so are the muscles in the vagina and the pelvic floor. This is what we want to achieve in the challenging times during birth. So let's start by gently closing the eyes and bringing hands below baby. We'll take 3 slow breaths together, using our out breaths to make these sounds. First, horse lips, and then shh, and lastly, ah. Pushing all the air out of your lungs now. Start your slow inhale for 5, 2, release your pelvic floor, 4, 5. Letting all the breath out. Slow inhale for 5, 2, 3, 4. Slow inhale for 5, 2, 3, 4. Steady your breath. Notice how these sounds help to release our jaw, keeping it soft and relaxed, thus making it easier for the pelvic floor and the vagina to stay relaxed as well. Make your way onto all fours, removing any props off of your mat, and squat to stand. Let's move into squat flow now. Arrange your feet wider than your hips at a comfortable distance for you. Turn your feet out if this feels good. Inhale, circle your arms overhead, bring palms together. Exhale, slowly bend into your knees, setting your sit bones back, and start to raise your hips up. Let your head hang heavy. Slowly ragdoll your way up, one vertebrae at a time. Inhale, circle your arms up again. Exhale, settle down into your squat. If it feels good for you today, come a little deeper by placing your hands on the earth for support. Ragdoll your way up to standing. Continue to flow in this way, moving with your breath. Intuitively, squatting can be a common birth position, using the force of gravity to help guide baby down. Let's meet back in standing when you're ready. We'll start here by standing in mountain pose at the front of your mat with your feet hip-width distance apart. Root all four corners of your feet into the earth, stacking your ears over your shoulders over your hips, and your hips over your heels. Close your eyes and connect to your breath. Bring your awareness inward. Soften into your physical body and feel how it supports you. Find long, calm, even breath cycles in and out through your nose. Roll your eyes into that space between your eyebrows, your third eye, and breathe into the present. Gently open your eyes and bring your hands to your hips. Take a giant step back with your left leg, settling the foot down flat. Square your hips to the side of your mat and keep your legs straight but your knees soft. Send your front hip back. Ensure you feel supported here as you slowly start to lean forward. Keep your shoulders settled down, away from your ears. Keep your heart open. If you feel stable and secure, feel free to raise your left arm up towards the sky. Breathe here for one more breath cycle. Slowly find your way back up with your hands on your hips or to baby. Bend into your right knee, placing it right over your ankle. Raise your arms shoulder height and bring your gaze over your front fingertips. Soften your shoulders and kiss your shoulder blades towards your spine. On your next inhale, begin to straighten your front leg and reach both arms up and overhead, bringing the palms together to touch. As you exhale, float your way back down to Warrior Two and continue to flow in this way at your own pace for 2 more full breath cycles. Beautiful. Now bring your hands to your hips and step your back foot forward to meet your front. Take a giant step back with your right leg, settling the foot down flat on the mat. And square your hips to the side of the mat. Keep your legs straight, but your knees soft. Send your front hip back and ensure you feel supported here as you slowly start to lean forward. Shine your heart up towards the sky. If you feel stable and secure, feel free to raise your right arm up. Breathe for 1 more full breath cycle. Slowly find your way back up with your hands on your hips or to baby. Bend into your left knee, placing it right over your ankle. Raise your arms up front to back at shoulder height, and then bring your gaze over your front 2 fingers. On your next inhale, begin to straighten your front leg and reach both arms up and overhead. As you exhale, float your way back through to Warrior 2 and continue to flow in this way at your own pace for 2 more breath cycles. Now, bring your hands to your hips and step your back foot forward to meet your front foot. Take a stroll to the back of your mat and squat your way down to tabletop. And come up to kneeling, tuck your toes under and bring your hands to your lower back with your fingers pointing down. Gently squeeze your shoulder blades together as you hug your elbows towards one another. Feel your heart expand as you widen through your collarbones, maybe even bring your gaze up. And slowly come back up through center. Release your hands back onto the earth, coming onto all fours. Swing your legs around to find a comfortable seated position. Inhale, reach both arms up and overhead. Exhale, release your right fingertips to the earth and fold to the side. Draw your left shoulder back, shining baby up towards the sky. Root your left sit bone down. Inhale, slowly reach both arms back up and overhead. Exhale, release your left fingertips to the earth and fold to the side. Feel the beautiful stretch in the side body, creating more space to breathe. On your next inhale, reach both arms up. Seal the palms and exhale the hands through to heart center. Bring the soles of your feet together to touch. Inhale, reach the arms up and overhead, interlace your fingers. Exhale, release your hands in behind your head. Keep the shoulders stacked over your hips and drop your head chin to chest. Allow your elbows to be heavy here. Feel the lengthening in the back of your neck. Find your release. Slowly start to bring your head back to center and release your hands to your sides. Let's find our way into our final pose, Shavasana. Please avoid doing a reverse sit-up to get down. This may exacerbate diastasis recti down the center of the six-pack wall, creating a doming effect in the abdomen. Instead, roll onto your side and allow the arms to lower you to the earth. Move onto your back if that is still comfortable for you. Otherwise, remain on your side, finding a restful pose that feels good for your body. Take your focus inward, back to your breath. Watch it track up and down your spine. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Notice how this beautiful breath feeds baby, providing rejuvenated oxygen to the muscles and internal organs. Allow your body to soften and surrender into the support of the earth beneath you. Allow your breath to be effortless, and if the mind wanders, bring it back to the breath. Enjoy this restful state allowing a sweet integration of your practice to settle in. Slowly start to deepen your breath and slowly start to push into your hands, ragdolling your way up into your tall seat. Thank you for sharing your practice with us today. We look forward to sharing with you again. Allow your radiant light to keep shining bright. The light in me honors and bows to the light in you and those little lights inside of you. Namaste.